this show was supposed to go on in April, and so many of you were just so nice. You know, the promoters were telling me, Michael, everybody was really understanding. So I really appreciate that. I've always had a very warm reception whenever I've come into Australia, and it certainly was just as well this time around. So I really mean that. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Reaction video quickly. Well done. And looking forward to your performances. Yeah, cool performances. Yes. I don't know. Or gigs. Gigs, yeah. Good.
Or this one was designed by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. You know, they never tell you with the airline.
But it's unusual that they went back to LA.
I know.
Nowhere on the way.
I thought I was here, and I said, what? Did they just say we're turning around and going back to LA?
Monday night you're in Sydney, and on Wednesday night you're in Melbourne.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Very excited. You know, they didn't make it easy for us, let's put it that way. But, you know, we're fighters, and we got here. People here are wonderful. I've been here 5 times in the last 10 years. People have been great. Every show has been terrific. I got something special planned for these two. It's going to be great.
Okay, looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. I think they were concerned about it. We went out on the same planes. It was nothing wrong.
Just being in this romance stories, as edgy as you want, and then maybe just sort of one of those or two, something. Maybe a couple with your arms crossed or whatever you feel comfortable with here.
Remember Godfather 2?
Change the position for a second. I'll just get you to stay where you were, just go back over a bit.
Hi, I'm Joe from More Wine. I'm here with the man, the legend, Michael Franzese and his wines. He's here, we're live in Sydney, and we're ready to do the tours in both Sydney and Melbourne.
While I'm here, I'm making everybody an offer they shouldn't refuse.
That's
Franzese wine.
You got it.
Thanks.
Good.
Yeah, this is like moving off the shelves. You can't get enough.
That pomegranate, yeah, it's really sweet. It's got like a white taste.
Truthfully, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not into
Probably the same.
blackberry. I really like.
Really?
Yes.
Talking about Long Menendez
Oh, that's
a
right.
little while ago. Yeah.
It's a
So,
good chat.
yeah, good to have you here and you're not. So.
We used to like these nice, quiet, dark places.
Okay, it's dark, it's not very quiet. Okay, we're working through that. The sound guys it's a long time in the terminal.
I first said, hey, immigration must have got to the pilot.
I don't know what he means. It's an expert reaction.
I mean, you
No
know,
one's
you've been
gonna
trying a
believe
couple
us.
of times to keep you out. Like,
I believe him last night.
Yeah.
And stuff. Thank you very much. That's it.
Michael, welcome to Oz. Did you? Hey, look, we thought we took a brief for you. So, what do you think?
I felt right at home when I walked in. It felt dark, mysterious, just like all the times. My sister used to walk in with the car in the morning, and if they see you seen on the street, guys would walk home. You know, it was that kind of a environment. And even when I was there. But today,
that was going to happen. I didn't try and stop it. It's probably one of the few photos, the underbox.
It was a defining moment in my life because my father couldn't come home.
Just said P. Diddy found not guilty of drug dealing and sex trafficking. Have you been following the case?
I have.
What do you make of it?
I predicted all along it wasn't a RICO. I'm very familiar with that statute. It didn't make sense to me, and I've said it a few times more. I don't see RICO. And I think the jury got it wrong. The rest of the stuff, I wasn't RICO.
Jury got it right.
I think his conduct was horrible. I think he certainly ruined his image, whatever that means. And, I have daughters and a wife. I think it's despicable, quite honestly. We wouldn't do that in my life, but my father. He would have been in trouble with us. I'm honest.
So the 8 years you spent in jail, 29 months solitary confinement. That is pretty
Difficult. Very difficult. I saw a lot of guys that not do well, and I don't demean them for I get totally against it for them. Destroy them emotionally. But I got through it. It's hard.
Michael Franzese, thank you so much for the chat.
Thank you again for that.
Sorry about that.
It's good.
That's great, thank you. I know you get a lot of questions, but they're just so,
You got
the
it.
best questions. And
You got
they're
it.
just,
If you don't ask it, people are going to say, what are you going to ask?
Can you swing that mic in front of you there? Just out of the way. Thanks very much. And I'll just notice that video. It's in our toy.
A year and a half ago. So maybe 2 years ago.
Hollywood event style.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
Very good. Good. Was there a good paisano here from the States?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're here.
Oh, good. We got a terrific lunch going up with about 20 men right now. We have a dinner tonight, show tomorrow, and I want everybody in Sydney to know that we brought the warm weather in from California. So it's been beautiful the last 3 days. Hopefully it'll be like this the rest of the week. Everything's wonderful. There's a lot of myths about Cosa Nostra Mafia that people are unaware of. I should say that people believe, and I'm going to straighten a lot of that out. I'm going to talk a lot about my personal story. A lot's been happening over the past 2 years since I've been here. So we're going to really get down, and of course we open it up for questions, and I answer just about everything that's asked of me. We're going to do some book signings, some poster signings, some pictures. We're going to do the whole bit, and it's going to be great. Hello, everyone. How are you?
How are
Michael,
you?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Good to you too.
Hello, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Ladies, how are you?
Hi,
Nice to meet
nice to
you.
meet you.
Pleasure. Okay, well, thank you all for coming. It's like a great setup. We're all good. Italian food, I believe.
Yeah, Italian.
I wonder why. Thank you. Well, as they say in Italia, Cindano? Yes.
10:30 flight.
Yeah.
And he was in the air for about 45 minutes to about an hour, and we're tracking the flight. And then we see it turn around and land back in LAX, and he messages me, he goes, "Flight's cancelled, something's wrong with the plane."
Yeah.
So we've gone against so many things, and it wasn't meant to be. Like, it was just every challenge to try and get him here.
I thought I was dreaming. We're going back to LAX. I told my wife, I said, "Did I just hear that right?" She said, "Yes." And I think really, though, I don't think it was a maintenance problem. I think the weather was so bad here that they were concerned about landing. So we went home, and well, we didn't go home. We went to a hotel, and we flew out 14 hours later, and we got here. So I thought maybe it was immigration, might have been.
And we had a press conference, we had a current affair lined up, all these stuff, cancel it again, and they're like, "Is he ever going to come into the country?"
Yeah.
We just kept on cancelling, cancelling and changing. But he's
And
here.
it's crazy, because I've been here like 5 or 6 times in the past 10 years, no problem.
David. Background.
Perfect, done.
On the other side.
Debbie would like to have it together.
Together, I want to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to be in the middle?
No. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, beautiful. How old is she?
Actually, it's fine.
You know?
What's that?
I thought you were younger. You look really good. You look really good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually old.
Not old.
Well, I'm
You're
old.
good. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Does anybody know what I'm writing here, Amiga Nostra? You know what that means? All right, I'm going to have to explain it then, huh? Okay. In my former life, Amiga Nostra means a friend of ours. Not a friend of mine, not a friend of yours, a friend of ours. Very important. Because in that life, when we had to introduce one of us to each other, we would go, Michael, Amiga Nostra, Jonathan. That means he's a friend of ours. That means we can talk among each other. If I say he's a friend of mine, you don't talk. Got it? So now we're all Amiga Nostra, we're all friends of ours. So I've just officially appointed every one of you to the Colombo family.
Forget about it.
Order to kill Kennedy, it was absolutely came from one government agency. It might have been the CIA. People say it was, President Johnson at the time. I don't know. But we were definitely complicit in that. When I say we, I'm referring to my past associates, not my current life, but we were very upset with the Kennedys because we did help John Kennedy in the election. It was a very tight election between him and Nixon, and we did deliver Illinois at the request of Joseph Kennedy. Fact. And when he won and Robert Kennedy became Attorney General, he did just the opposite. He went after us even harder. And so we were very upset with him. We were approached by that government agency to help in the assassination. And that's where Jack Ruby comes in. I've told everybody, if those classified documents are released and the commission comes out and says that Jack Ruby was not an associate of organized crime, you could throw them all away. He was 100% an associate of organized crime. He goes back to the days of Al Capone. He was very close with the guys in Chicago. He's just and I'm going to say, by the way, where's your pardon pen? Not the auto pen. And I've had so many people say to me that were around during that time, Vegas was so much better when we ran it. And it was. It really was. Today, it's just corporate America down there. Yeah, it's not the same. Marriage has its ups and downs, especially when you have challenges that we had to face. She raised two of our little children while I was in jail. It's terrible. I had an 8-hour furlough. She got pregnant. I went into the halfway house. She got pregnant. So she says, "You make me pregnant and then you leave me." So she had to raise those kids alone until I got home. And so it was rough. And then when I got home, I had a lot of people upset with me for walking away from their life. I had the government trying to make a witness out of me. So we had a lot of challenges for a couple of years after I got home. It was tough. But hey, we love each other. We had a good foundation in our marriage. And you know, she was 20 when I met her, 19 when I met her, 21 when we got married. So really, I walked away because of her. But how significant is that? Everybody I knew, everybody, either died in prison or is dead some other way, or doing prison time now, every single one of them. Fortune magazine, 1986, huge article, 50 biggest and most powerful mob bosses in the country. They featured 6 of us. It was half the magazine. I was one of the 6. I was the youngest guy that they featured. And they had a chart with the 50 of us on there, according to rank and wealth and power. And I was number 18, youngest guy on the list. Stupid list. They didn't ask for a tax return. They made it up, right? It sold a ton of magazines, right? Bestseller. But his was not stupid about the list. Some 30-odd years later, 48 of them are dead. 49, life in prison. I'm the only one alive and free. So did I make the right choice? I think so, you know? But if it wasn't for her, I would have never walked away. No way.
How did you keep so level with everything? Because you can't it's not an opportunity to mess up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
we don't like the lawyers we even like. Yeah, I used to tell my lawyer, I like you, but I actually hate you. Paying him a lot of money, and you know, look, I learned something with your lawyers. If you don't work along with them and push them, and you can't just leave. My father left everything up to his lawyer, cracker-jack lawyer, #1, and got 50 years. I said, no, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna work with this guy.
We are here.
Wow.
Peter, how are you? Pleasure, nice to meet you.
Camille.
My wife Camille. Tony?
How you doing?
Good. We need a lot of Tonys.
Yeah, we need to.
I grew up with many of them. How are you?
Right back from the zoo?
Oh, my pleasure. So tonight's like a preview of coming attractions. Thank you. And 2,
CON.
CON.
Constantinos, but if you
Oh,
don't call me
they make it easy, huh?
but yeah, here, in Australia they call us Pop.
Yeah? All of it?
Yeah, it's
all of us?
Constantinos, Greek.
So you Greek?
Oh,
Have you been to Greece?
yeah.
All right, well, my wife's gonna have a good conversation. We're going in September.
Oh,
So
good.
she's been dying to get to Greece.
Oh, you'll love it.
Oh, yes. Yes. From Franzese wine.
When I was a recruit in that life, I always had a nice car because I had a dealership, and I would drive in, and my boss would make me sit in the back. He would drive my car, and the captain would sit there. And they both smoked. I don't smoke. So they're smoking, and I'm in the back, and I pull down the window, and they go, hey, don't make a draft in this car. Close the window, close the window. And so when I heard that in the movie, I died laughing. Oh, it was so funny. That was, I believe, Pacino's best role as a gangster. He did such a great job. You know, doing business on the street is similar in a way to doing it legitimately. Business is business. You know, you still have to have a plan and run your business properly. Obviously, if you mess up, the consequences are a little bit more severe on the street, you know. But I think, you know, the biggest takeaway is just continue to run things properly, because I had some success on the street that I was able to, you know, to translate to legitimate world. But, you know, I always said this was something that I always followed. Many people have said that I'm a brilliant businessman because I've had some success. And the truth is I'm not. I'm really not. Because there's a lot of things I don't like to do and I don't do well. So my motto or my practice was always do what you do best, delegate the rest. And if I had a talent, the talent was, number one, I knew how to recognize a good opportunity. And number two, I would hire the right people to do the job and then motivate them so they get the job done. So I took that from the street, because on the street you got to be careful who you're surrounding yourself with. I always had to be careful of the guys that I chose. And I did the similar thing in business, you know, just had good people working for me and motivated them to get the job done, really had them committed. And that was a big reason that I succeeded. When I had my crew around me, I got them all together and I said, I want you to understand something. If any of you want to become a made guy in this life and actually take the oath, this is not the place for you. Because if I train you and I propose you to become a member, you become a member and I lose you. So all the effort I put into you, I lost. So if you want to go that route, I wish you well, go ahead, but it's not going to happen here. However, if you want to make money, then this is the place to be.
A lot of young people see the glamour of it, and they see the fame, and they see the women and the wine and the song, and they don't see, you know, where it ends. And even Mike said to all these young guys who are like, oh, can I be in the mob, and how do I get in the mob? And he's like, did you not listen to me? Did you not see how it ended? I ended in prison, I had this, I had that. And
you know, say, oh, come on, Michael, we saw Goodfellas, and you guys had the cars, you had the women, you had all the power, people respected you.
They had money in the pocket.
Yeah, no, but I said, okay, but did you see the end of the movie? Did you only watch the first half? Who died? Who went to jail? Who became an informant? Whose family? How come you didn't see that part of the movie? They like, that part they don't want to look at. Frankie G was the best. He was a classic. As a matter of fact, he was so good that if he was alive today, I would have him on stage with me. It would be an Abbott and Costello deal. I mean it. And he couldn't help but be funny. And he didn't think he was funny. Frankie G. One day, I called him Frankie Gangster because that's all he was Henry Hill. All I ever wanted to be was a gangster. That was Frankie, to the T. But he was a funny guy. He was a tough guy, but he was funny. We're going to a wedding, right? And we're all dressed. And we pull into a gas station to get gas. I'm in the passenger, the guy is driving, and he's in the back seat. And he goes, oh man. I said, what's the matter? He said, oh, there's that guy. I told him every time I see him, I'm going to give him a beating. I said, all right, maybe he won't see me. He said, what do you mean maybe? You gave your word that you're going to give him a beating, and you're going to break your word, you're going to embarrass this whole crew, right? He says, but we're dressed up. He don't know. I said, don't embarrass me. Go do your job. So he gets out of the car, and the guy sees him and screams and starts to run, and Frankie chases him and catches him. And he just like smacked him or whatever. And he put a hole in his pants because he knelt down and he ripped his pants. And he got back in the car, and I said, that's it. That's what you do. You know. But we were laughing, hysterical. I'm sorry. That's a little rude, but those are the gangster days, you know. But yeah, he was crazy. He was crazy. The Copacabana was the premier nightclub in the world in Manhattan. Everybody heard of the Copa, right? Well, my father knew Julie Podell, the owner, very well, and we used to go there a lot. I saw everybody at the Copa, and it was a very intimate room, only 300 people.
Better than Studio 54?
100, oh yeah, Studio 54 was Animal House.
Oh,
yeah. It was a DJ and debauchery, that's all it was, yeah. It was, honestly, I didn't even like going there. No, the Copa was a showroom. Anybody in the world wanted to play the Copa. Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, Paul Anka, everybody. And I met them and seen them all there because my dad, we would go almost once a week. And it was a very intimate room, and the tables were this big, because they wanted to squeeze everybody, only 300 in the room. Then they had the lounge, and we always had a ringside table right on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julie Padell, the owner, loved my father. And so we would go, and I met everybody there, everybody. And then I met, Sammy I met in my later life also a lot. He was in my movie where I met her. I said, who's your favorite artist? She said, oh, it's Smokey Robinson. I said, really? How's this for a pickup line, right? She had no idea that Smokey was in my movie. She had no idea. I said, oh, would you like to meet him one day? Oh, I'd love to. I said, take a walk, right? And we go to Smokey's cabin, trailer rather, open it up, and she was like, no way. I said, anything you want in life, I can deliver, no problem. Just like that. And then Sammy Davis was there, and she met Sammy. And we had a great time tonight, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a very happy birthday, and we'll celebrate again tomorrow night. Take care.
Thank you.
For you as well?
Oh, this is,
For Joe. Yeah.
This is Martin.
You want me to date it? That's up to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll be all right. Thank you, Mom.
It's worth about $10 more.
You want to pay cash or credit?
Oh, yeah, no worries. You take home, mate.
No, I'm saying in case he sells it. People are always wonderful. They asked a lot of questions, I have to tell you that, but we answered them all, and we had a great meal, and we just had a really good time. As always, you know, the people have been great here every one of my visits, so it's just more of the same, and tonight's we're gonna have a great show. I'm gonna talk about how the Mafia really came into the United States, something I haven't talked about, you know, at live events that often. Then also gonna, you know, talk about my personal life, some things that I've never really mentioned before. And then we're going to do a Q&A. And like I said, ask me anything that you want. I normally answer everything that I could. And then we'll take some photos and just have a good time. People love it. Hollywood Events is honestly the best promoters I've ever worked with. Goran is terrific. This is the second or third time that we've worked together. It's always been great. Handles it very professionally. And I've been doing this all over the world, you know, in different countries. So that's why I'm always happy to come back to Australia, even though it's a 15-hour flight and immigration gives me a hard time. But I know once I get here, everything's going to be terrific. So, and this is just more of the same. So we love it.
He's the best speaker, best guy, really good friend, and unbelievable. So, I mean, I've never worked with anybody that goes to the amount of detail and attention, and he won't leave until everybody's happy, everything's signed, photos are signed. So thank you, Michael, really appreciate it.
Well, we make a good team.
We do.
Thank you.
The best. For Russell from TaylorMade Memorabilia.
For Russell, TaylorMade Memorabilia.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, this is an exclusive signing for Russell at TaylorMade Memorabilia. Hey, to all my friends and followers in Sydney, and to even those of you that don't know who I am, the show is tonight. We're a couple of hours away, and we do have a few tickets left, so this is your last chance. Jump on it right now. We're going to have a great time. We're going to do a Q&A. Ask me anything that you want about the mob, about anything, and I'll be happy to answer you. And hey, we always have a great time here, so I know tonight's going to be very, very special. Some things I've never talked about before. So this is it. Last chance, a couple hours away. Get your tickets now.
All right, well,
Right here.
what should I do here?
It's fine. We have pictures.
Straight sign.
Oh, so just leave that there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Good, good.
How are you? Good. Very good. How are you?
Aiden, nice to meet you.
Okay, very good. Pleasure.
Khalil, nice to meet you.
Names?
Aiden.
Aiden and
Khalil.
Khalil. Okay, guys. All right. Thank you for coming.
Cool, here we go. Perfect, done.
Thank
All
you.
good. Yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
Circle
Yeah,
around,
guys.
we'll come back.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So you never had a problem in the past, Michael, with getting into Australia?
Always have a problem. but we always made it. When he's getting married, literally, my wife and daughter were saying, we're going without you because we're going to the wedding. And I'm talking to him. 2 hours before they were ready to leave, I got the visa.
He was going to jump on a plane.
I was going to jump on a plane anyway.
And he goes, what's going to happen? You get detained.
I said, what's the worst they can do? I said, they'll lock me up for one night, send me home the next day. It's okay. I've been there.
Pull the lawyer up again. You gotta get that visa sorted.
1996 HBO movie called Gotti.
Okay.
Armand Desante and Anthony Quinn. You can get it on YouTube. Brilliant.
Okay.
Oh, it was brilliant.
All right.
Armand and I became friends over that movie.
Okay.
We're all made guys, except for you. I don't mean to point you out, right? And we're talking, and all of a sudden, I realized something about this guy that we don't like. So I started, get up, and I'm going to pour the wine for everybody. When I get to Chris, I go like this way. Now we all know there's something wrong at the table. Keep quiet, don't talk. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. Didn't mean to point you out.
It's kind of a...
Cool, perfect.
Yes. All right. Got it.
But it's safe to say that Michael Franzese is a...
Got him in. They gave him a little bit of grief, customs at the airport, as they normally do. But he's physically here after 7 months of hard work. So yeah, I just want to reinforce again, thank you very much for everyone's support of the event. We did this because of you guys, and we got nothing but positive messages and people saying we're happy to wait. Please bring him into the country. So thank you very much again. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Michael Franzese.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. And, oh, they're going to do it again. No. I am actually here, okay? I made it. And he said to me, tonight, Michael Franzese, you are born again into a new life, into Cosa Nostra. Violate what you know about this life, betray your brothers, and you will die and burn in hell like this saint is burning in your hands. Do you accept? Yes, I do. The other 5 guys went in, they all took the oath. You come into the life, you come in as a soldier. I was motivated to do 2 things. 1, get my dad out of prison. I did get him out after 10 years on parole. Told you what happened after that. Secondly, I wanted to make money. My dad said in this life you make money, translates to power, not unlike the real world. So, you know, I was one of the younger guys, and you're going to face this in life. You don't have to be on the street to face this. But when you're a younger guy, the older guys, I'm sure you know this, there's kind of resentment when you're doing well. You know, a lot of the guys that were there for a long time, they kind of look at you and, you know, you're making all this money. So you had to know how to navigate that because you couldn't get people upset with you or mad at you. You didn't want to make enemies in that life. So you do your best to try to be courteous to people. Even though I outranked some of them, the guys that were there for 15, 20 years older than me, I tried to be courteous with them, make them happy. Hey, you need to go anywhere, jump on my plane. You need a car, I'll send you a car. Stuff like that. I want you to understand something. I didn't put anybody in prison. I didn't hurt any of my former associates. Wasn't who I was. And that's one of the major reasons why I'm standing here. Because when I was walking away, I was telling people, I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Don't believe when anybody tells you. You know how I am.
What would you say, as somebody who's been in so many situations and met so many people, how to just have absolute confidence and not care what others think? Like, is there a certain one trick to it or state of mind that I should get into?
I really admire confidence in people. I don't like arrogance. Arrogance turns me off, but I really respect confidence, and I respect humility in people. You know, when I see powerful people, people that can make a difference and they're humble, I really like that. That draws me to that person. All I can tell you is this, you know, you have to convince yourself that, hey, I know what I'm doing. Let me tell you something. You want to really break your confidence? Go on social media. Social media has exposed the lunacy in the world. I'm telling you that. If I was not confident in myself, I wouldn't be on there 1 minute, because the people that come at you with things, you'll post a video, they respond. I don't even know if they watch the video. I don't know what they're talking about. I have no clue.
I have one question.
Oh, this is my daughter. What happened? Is your mom mad at me? Did I say something?
No.
Oh, what happened?
Where's all your money buried and how can I find it?
All right, Goran, where are you? This is a setup.
I'm here.
I volunteer as tribute.
And she's on my bank account. You're the last one that I would tell where it is. I tell you that.
I want 10%.
Yeah, honey, I'm going to answer you this way. All right. They claim I have money and this and then everything else, and you know, if it's there, I doubt I'll ever use it. But you never know. We'll see what happens. See you later. Yeah. Sydney was great. People were wonderful. We had a great crowd there. Spent a lot of time with everybody. Took a ton of pictures. Answered a bunch of questions. But the people were really great. You know, these events, it's all about the people. You know, how they respond, and it was really, really great. And I'm very appreciative of all of you in Sydney. Thank you very much. Hollywood Events always is first class. Always does everything great. And the venue did a great job putting this together. So I'm excited to jump on this stage and let it get going. You know, I have so many fans here. I mean, I'm walking the streets and people are coming up to me. I had people waiting for me at the airport. It's like, you know, I never considered myself a celebrity, but they make you feel that way here. But it's always good. Very warm welcome. People are very outgoing, and they're not ashamed to come up to you. And you know, but I love it. I really do. So, thank you to all of you, and I look forward to returning as long as immigration doesn't give me another headache getting in. But we always seem to get here and have a great time. How are you? Good to see you all.
Come around,
How you doing?
spend some
Nice to
time.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Congrats on getting in.
I'm now a California guy. I'm a transplant from New York, so this is a little cold. But that's okay. That's good. This is the original. Yeah, it is. This is it.
I want you to write like your favorite quote on it.
I will. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
I've started watching your videos.
We waited for you.
Thank you.
But I wanted to stay a little bit longer, but you know, these kids, they drive you crazy. I have too many of them. So my daughter comes with me a lot. She's still living with us. And her fiance lives across the street. And he works for me. So he's at my house all the time, you know. So
Keeping the
so
family
he jumps
close.
in,
I love that.
But he's a really good guy. I'm really happy with him. Plus I gotta keep my eye on him.
Of course.
Hey.
Yes. And they're getting married in Italy next year, so
beautiful.
Yeah. But he's a good guy.
Come on, Alec.
We would go into a gas station, right? And say, how much you paying for your gas? Oh, I'm paying $1 a gallon. How would you like to pay 90 cents? 10 cents a gallon is big, right? Oh, great. So we didn't force the gas on them. I would go into, let's say, a mobile gas station. I said, how many loads a week you get from mobile? We get 6. I said, well, buy 4 from them, buy 2 from us, right? Before you know it, they want to buy it all from us because we're selling it cheap. I said, you can't do that. You're going to lose your shingle, you know? So we didn't force anybody to buy it. They were chasing us because we were saving them more money. Plus people, they were lowering the prices at the pump, so the people were paying less at our gas stations. So they called us the Robin Hood. You know, I was turning in $2 million a week.
Was anyone close to being an earner like you in the, like?
There was other earners, but
Like
quite,
in that vicinity,
these guys earn the money. But quite honestly,
But
that was
that much though?
that was the biggest operation since Prohibition.
Yeah, that's what I was
No
thinking.
doubt about it.
You guys are front. Yeah, nice. I tried to put you in the back for somehow the system upgrade. Yeah, just keep it smart. Go, Georgina.
That's it.
There you go. That's a good one.
Good to see you. Put it in the fridge waiting for you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Where's Muscles?
Yeah.
Muscles in Italy because he's got stomach problems.
Yeah,
exactly.
Think here. I'm gonna just put him on the belt.
I'm fixing your chain. What do you think I'm doing? Trying to choke you?
Thank you very much for coming and hope you guys all enjoy their show. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Michael Franzese.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect this music. Oh boy. Must be the FBI in the building somewhere, right? One particular night, agent got a little out of hand, walks by my table, makes a very nasty remark to my dad. He didn't like that. You don't disrespect my father, especially in front of his family. My dad jumped up, went right after the agent. Agent got scared. My dad was a tough guy. Pulled out his gun right in the middle of the restaurant. I'll never forget my dad's word. He said, go ahead, I'll drop you before you get off your first shot. Good stuff when you're eating, right? Everybody was screaming. You know, me and my brother jumped in between them, separated them. You know, normal stuff you do when you're a kid. And that's what I tell these young kids. Well, if there's any young ones in here, listen to me. Mob, dead end street. You're not going anywhere in that life. Trust me. And people, I want to say this. I never glorify that life. Obviously, I walked away from it. But neither do I talk bad about a lot of the guys in there that I happen to love. There was a lot of guys that I was very close to that are not around anymore. One of the captains came in with a brown paper bag, and he said, hey, boss, should I give all the new guys their bag of money now? Because the idea is you come into that life and they're throwing money at you, you become wealthy. Not true. It's just the other way around. You got to make your own way. Your own way. You got to be giving the money, paying up. I got a major bullseye on my back. Yeah, I'm winning these cases, but who am I kidding? I'm not going to outlast the government. They got all the weapons, they got all the manpower, they got all the time in the world, and they got all the money. They're going to wear me down. They had a 14-agency task force that used to meet once a week with the sole design to take me down. Who am I kidding? I'm not Superman. I'm going to go down at some point. Why am I going to bring her into this? So I had to make a choice. It was either her or the life. But how do you walk away? Can't do that.
How you going, Michael? I've spoken to you a few times through the Franzese family community. David.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
No worries. Yeah, if anyone wants to jump on that, it's great. The people on there are amazing, and we get to hear these questions and answers every couple of weeks, so that's good. But
well, thank you very much.
No problem.
Have we met online also?
We have a few
yes,
times.
because you look very familiar. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big platform that we have. All right, people, thank you so much. I really mean this. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate it so much. Really, thank you. God bless. Thank you. Thank you.
What's up, Georgina?
Franzese, here. We made
Whole
it.
crew's here.
Yeah,
Hey,
Michael,
all right, good to see you, man. How are you? Good to see everyone. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. How you doing? Seeing you again.
Doing well. David, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Simon?
Now, was it you?
Ryan.
Friends with
Ryan.
Adam
Ryan. Yep.
Gotcha. See you again.
Michael. He traveled all the way to the United States to meet with me.
Did he really?
Yes, he did. My pleasure.
Alex,
How do you do, sir?
nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Likewise.
How are you?
Met you last night.
Seen you last night, yes.
Rod.
How are you?
I was
Ron?
there last
Yeah,
night, Rod.
Nice to meet you all. Really good food here, really great. But you know, New York has great restaurants, but I've been all over the world, and even in my country where you didn't see good restaurants, now you're seeing them. You know
Right.
why? Because these celebrity chefs have raised the quality.
They raised the bar. Yeah.
The thing about New York is just more of them, because it's a city, you know, so you can find a lot of good places. But, well, I live in California, we have good restaurants there too.
Yeah,
They're all good. But this is good, you're in a good one. Yeah, once we start, I think I make sure I hit everything.
Don't break the glass.
That's my son, he's a Michael Franzese pop fan.
Who's that?
No, not me.
Who's that?
Mate.
Oh,
Good
right.
over this. Sorry. I've been listening to your audio book, and I'm probably halfway through it, and it's the best way to experience
the story, because it feels like you're telling me the story because you're reading it yourself. There's nothing.
Which one was it? Which book?
It's the one, Blood Covenant.
Oh, Blood Covenant.
On Audible.
That's what my publisher said, and I'm glad you enjoyed the experience because I hated reading.
Well,
I'm glad someone enjoyed it.
It took a whole day. It took a whole day. Pass it down. Marco, touch every glass, go all the way down. That's an Italian for do. When you toast, everybody's got it. Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for coming tonight. Really. I speak to all these kids and I'm giving them books. So he comes up, he's 12 years old, he's this big, and he's looking around. I said, what's your name? And he's looking. I said, excuse me, when an adult talks to you, you look in his eye and you answer. I said, what's your name? And he said, I think it was Henry, right? He said, wow. And he still, I said, what are you here for? He goes, just like this. I killed somebody. Just like that.
12 years old.
12 years old. And then I said, you killed somebody? He said, yeah. I said, okay. What these gangs are doing, they're recruiting these young kids who got no discipline in the house. They make them do their dirty work because at 25, they got to come out. Yeah. You can only hold them until 25
Well,
in the United States.
At 12 years old, they put them in jail.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not here.
But juvenile hall, whatever, until they're 25 and then they're out.
Wow.
And meanwhile, they're indoctrinating them in prison. So now they come out, they're really hardcore.
Lifetime.
How do you stop that? Oh man, it's been such a great trip. I mean, we ended it in style here with just 17 wonderful men and a young lady, and you know, we answered a lot of questions, told them a lot of stories, but they were a great group. And everybody in Melbourne was just wonderful. I really mean it. Last night was such a special event, and tonight also, and I'm just leaving here on Saturday with a great feeling and wanting to come back. So we're gonna do it again. The next time we're gonna make it a little easier with immigration so I get here on time, but it's been a great trip. Thank you.